football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. Coming out with it, it's Barnes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Scanning the field, it's Owens. It's complete on the right side. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Use the play fake, now to throw. He unleashes a long one. Snatches it on the right. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Dumps it to the back. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Bringing it back. 10. Touchdown, Bama! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. Oh, that's like blowing the layup or the 3-inch putt. Missed the extra point. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Barnes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'd love to get something started here, down 6-0. Here's a heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And this is not the start this guy envisioned in this game. He's already thrown a pick 6 here in the first quarter, and now he takes a sack. You got to wonder if that pick 6 rattled him a little bit. And if he's out here now seeing ghosts, he's got to get to the sidelines. He's got to shake the cobwebs off. You've got to be able to turn the page and have a short memory, because this thing is going in the wrong direction for their signal call.
That's caught. It's Roberts. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football, and now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Looking to throw, it's Owens. Pocket breaking down. He's going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Wants to return it. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Motion from the wide receiver. Give to the running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Looking for a huge play. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
First down for the offense.
That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Makes the grab. It's Miller. Breaks into the open. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Completes the shuffle pass. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Owens. Finds his tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Grabbed in the middle, it's gone. And you don't get nearly enough on 3rd down, 4th down coming from the 48. And the Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Here comes that Alabama offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Slams into the pile, he'll get 1 to the 17.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking for space. It's Scott. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Sends it downfield. Caught at the 25. Touchdown, Alabama! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They'll run play action. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Dropping back, it's Owens. Makes the catch, it's Scott. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And here comes the punt team. Oh, this is a bad, bad shank. That is not helpful at all as the ball goes out of bounds right around the 35-yard line. And what great field position to start. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They'll run it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for space. It's Scott. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
4th down coming up.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Making side adjustments here. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown time.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering.
Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. So you think quarterbacks are all about glory. How about taking that shot and getting rid of it just in time?
He did a great job hanging in there, being tough, and more importantly, I think, as a quarterback surveying the field, looking downfield, nothing.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Back to throw, it's Owens. Got a man, it's Miller.
Well, I like the idea by the quarterback on that throw. He's just trying to spit it out to the perimeter quickly and give his guy a chance to advance it, but the accuracy was terrible on that one. That was a circus-type catch for 0 gain.
They'll run it from the gun. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's gone. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Buckeyes come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. Send the tight end in motion. Wide receiver going in motion. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games this guy's notched a sack. Starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. Caught in the backfield. It's gone. And the pass is complete, but less than nothing to show for it. They're knocked down behind the line. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for a lot more on that when instead he's out of bounds at the 14. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Kept it on the ground on 1st down. See if they stick with that plan on 2nd. To the air, it's Russell. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
Unloads to the wideout. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off play action on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
The Buckeyes come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the 1st down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Owens. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Buckeyes are in the hurry-up. Here's the handoff. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Ohio State.
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Florida is just boat racing them right now, thanks to an offense that's putting up video game numbers. They're up 14 over Colorado. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To throw, it's Russell. Catch in the middle, it's Edwards. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Got his man on the right. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. They'll immediately call timeout.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires left. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes that Alabama offense. They go to work in the 3rd quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
To the air, it's Russell. Fires complete on the crosser. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
Man, what a weapon in this offense, to have a tight end that you can throw the football to, not just over the middle, not just to move the sticks, but a guy like this that can absolutely blaze, like a Warren, like a Bowers we've seen over the years, that can make huge plays down the field after the catch.
Unloads it left. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to...
And to the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they take it in for 6 more points. Just blinding speed. Speed that almost paralyzes defenders.
When you got a quarterback with that much speed, you got to find tricky ways to put more speed on the field, spy the quarterback with somebody that's really, really fast. And even when you do, a lot of times he still makes plays because he's that dang fast and that explosive.
And the Ohio State offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on it.
Yeah, and you can tell the timing wasn't great and quarterback and receiver not on the same page, but when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short throw. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. You're going to make it that easy for us.
They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Going to look downfield again. Got it set up on the outside. Sweet cut there. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Buckeyes are flying down the field. To the air, it's Owens. Looking to buy time. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And it is hardly a big surprise that this Alabama defense is hitting hard and making their presence felt in the backfield.
Yeah, it's what they built their brand on. They built it on physicality and stopping the run, and you've seen over the last several years, too. After they do that, they come after your quarterback, and they try to get that sucker on the ground.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got it in the middle, it's Miller. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. It's complete to the left. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Gives it on the option. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? On 30 short, the run and looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. Snapped it in the shotgun. Floating away. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
And the point after is good. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Complete downfield. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Makes the catch. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, what a great play by that cornerback. There's so much space out here in football, the way they spread you out, but to be able to break on the football when it's thrown on those quick passes like that, nice job by the cornerback.
Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Russell. He fires to the left side.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. takes it on the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground.
And the Ohio State offense will take over. First and 10.
Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Wide receiver comes in motion. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you could tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Buckeyes line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He's got it on the outside. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's...
Turning it on! Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. It's complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Russell. Working that left side now. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Gets it to the back. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense there on 3rd and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up 4th.
Splits the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Barnes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
Will take over. First and 10.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. And the Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Handoff from the gun. There he goes. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down, we're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
He's going to take off.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll give it to the back. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. The Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Trying to do it on the ground. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. And the Buckeyes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Now he's looking to throw it quickly to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
The Buckeyes really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Makes the grab. It's Porter. Down to the 32 and out of bounds right there. They've got it down to the 32. First and 10 coming. A shot toward the end zone. And that one is picked up in the end zone.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. Trying to pick up a first down. The give on the option. Crosses the 35. Running free. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Bama! Great job by the back on the option.
Yeah, and with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No,
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming into the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Time to take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Wide open downfield. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Back to pass. It's Owens. Plucks it out of the air. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw on 3rd. He'll take a deep shot here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. trying to take it back.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
And the quarterback takes a knee. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Russell. They're setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Springs into the open. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming.